Hello YouTube! Today we're going to dive into the new Benjamin's track, The Traveler. I'm going to explain the chords here, the functions, and how you can approach other scales, how you can approach other notes. Even though the backing track is in A minor, considering it's a Benjamin track and considering the chords here, you can do basically everything depending on the chord you land on, so the harmony is very complex. And why am I doing it? Because Benjamin's tracks are one of the best backing tracks on YouTube, there is no doubt about it. They have a sense of development that the other backing tracks doesn't have, and it does have chorus, it does have a verse, and you know, different sections with different chords and extensions, and you can really use other scales other than A minor. So I'll explain how you can do them, how you can use other scales, how you can play outside of the box. So the backing track starts with a standard A minor 7. You know, A minor 7, considering the context, I would say that you can play Aeolian, but you can also play Dorian. I usually play Aeolian, and after C7, what can you do on a C7 on this context? You know, A minor 7 is the parallel minor of C major, right? The parallel minor is the term. I don't know. I speak Portuguese, so I don't know if the parallel minor or is if the relative minor. I don't know the difference between these two terms, but you know, the same notes between C major are in A minor. So when you have a C7, which has a lower 7, which is a B7 and not a major 7, it's a minor 7. So it's a minor 7, it's a major third with a minor 7. So you know that these notes on C7 and on C major you usually have those. So you have like already on the second chord you have already 3 close notes together, so you have to change the scale. So on C7 they usually say you to use, if you are on A minor, use C mixolydian. I don't feel particularly. I think if you just play the minor 7th here, which is a B flat, if you just play B flat, it's all good. It's all good. Let's do it for you to see. So you saw that the second time it repeats, it does play an E7 flat 13 sharp 9. When you see flat 13, sharp 9, those intervals, and E7 like the dominant, the 5 of the A minor. So you know you have to build tension there, and you can listen the tension. So you can play everything you want. I don't think you need to play the melodic minor or the diminished scale, those very hard scale. You can just play minor thirds over E7 and it'll sound good. Let me show you how you can do it. Just minor thirds. The less is better sometimes when it comes to tension, because you have to stay like a half step away from the A minor to solve it on A minor properly. Half step or a tritone away, they are good spots to be in order to land on A minor afterwards. So let me show you again. Okay, the intro. Yes, let's try something simple here. This was a G9. So I played and I go back to A minor, but you can play like you are on E, like let me see, you are here, something like this, just minor thirds top of the other, or some symmetrical ideas, anything that builds tension. You don't need to be strict to the melodic minor, to the harmonic minor scale or whatever. You have to build tension there and go back to A minor in a solid way. You can use symmetrical ideas and it does look good. I'm focusing on talking, so the improvisation wasn't very good. Let me try again something different. I got lost sometimes because this track's hard and I play just ons. So yeah, what happens on this chorus that's very interesting? You have a F major 7 followed by a D major 9. What does it mean? Well, the D major 9, you know, it's not part of the A minor scale. Yeah, and D major on this context, it's like 2 bars of D major 9. You can play D Lydian, you can play D major scale, you can use D as the tonic, you can play A Lydian, I think. Let me see if I'm not mistaken. So if you are on D, right? So D Lydian, and so if it's D major, if it is D major, you can play A mixolydian. I don't think that's the right approach. I see D major as a new tonic here, followed by F major 7, which is part of the A minor. So you can play A minor Aeolian. It's pretty okay. And afterwards you can transition in various ways to D major. You can also play other intervals. D major is very flexible chord. It's not part of the A minor, so you can build tension using the D major and everything will go well. And then the backing track just repeats itself. Let me see if there's nothing I'm missing. Oh yeah, on the end of the chorus there is a B flat 9 add 13, and after E7 sharp 9 flat 13. What? So this E7, you know, you have to build tension over it, as I did before. Just build tension over it to solve it on A minor. Don't worry about the right notes. I don't worry, actually. I play the notes that I feel that gives a better result, that feels better in my ear. And sometimes I like to play over this E7. I like to play the Hungarian minor scale, which is so yeah, the Hungarian minor, and this has a, like, if you are looking for A, there is a major 7. Major 7 in a minor context is very, it's tense, so you can always play this major 7 going to A, this not going to A. It's always very effective. So the Hungarian minor, it's a very tense scale. You can use over E7, B13 flat, sharp 9. I use it every time and it does a great job. You can also use other scales that are tense, like melodic minor. You can do whatever you want. It's tension. Build tension the way you like it. It's the part of the song that you can develop your style, which is very important. You can develop your own voice. You don't need to repeat others. You don't need to repeat licks. It's the time that you play anything. You can use dive bombs and build tension, then and A, and then you solve an A. That's the point. Create tension therefore you can release the tension in the brightest possible way, playing A minor freely with chromatic notes, as I used. You saw that I always like to do those chromatic approximations. They give a more Dorian vibe, I think. Not exactly Dorian, but on Dorian you can actually use more approach notes. At least I feel it. With Dorian, I feel free to use those chromatic approximations, and gives a groovy vibe. Groovy. As long as you land on the right note, they doesn't feel out of context. As long as you play them like in a tiny portion of time, they are more rhythmic than the sound, but they give you a flavor, and this flavor is very good on this track that has lots of chords that doesn't belong to A minor specifically. And on this B flat 9 edge 13, I usually go straight to B flat minor and then E7. Or like you can do those chromatic, like you can go like this. and use the good old pentatonic minor when the minor lands. So you have like plethora of possibilities. The more possibilities you have, the better is the experience, because every time you play this track, you can play with a different mentality. Oh, now I want to play just a minor scale and try to find the tensions inside a minor scale. You can do it. It's a constraint exercise that will develop your creativity. It's all good. You can sometimes play using F major as a tonic, then D major as another tonic, and you can build the F major mentality over this chord in the chorus. I think it does feel like a chorus to me. This G major 9 is a very solid groove, very solid chord. I like when this is added. So yeah, the improvisation wasn't perfect, of course. I'm still learning guitar as well as you are learning, but I thought that some of my ideas may help you to improvise better and to be a better musician. So I hope this video was very clear, and maybe some idea is useful for you. I don't know, but maybe. I'm trying my best to explain some things here. And yeah, that's it. Just play along. Play the notes you feel good. Sometimes just stick with one chord and see how many possibilities you have. You can do like infinite exercise with just one backing track. It's a very good exercise of tension and release mentality, and for the purpose of practicing freedom on the instrument, which is very cool. Also timing, it's just funky fusion, so it's very important to have a rhythmic variation on your playing, like sometimes sometimes just the rhythm on just one or two notes is enough to give a vibe, to give a really cool and entertaining effect. So yeah, that's all for today. There are some ideas to discuss here, and I hope you enjoyed. Stay well, stay healthy, and see you next time.